If you listen to my voice, you can probably tell what this vlog was going to be about. But, something else has kind of taken over that this weekend. By the time you watch this, you'll probably know all about what's been going on in Paris. And, well, I have a friend out there, not someone I speak with daily, not someone I'd usually think of as like a close daily friend, but whenever we did speak, we would almost talk as if we were brothers, you know, proper long round robins. And as soon as I heard the news, I sent him a message to find out if he was okay. And well, it's been a whole day, and I haven't heard anything or seen any changes on his wall or anything like that. It's just a scary thought because he had just started doing really well in his life. He'd only recently found a really stable job working in the environment research because he's passionate about that, he cares about it, and he was always quite supportive of the work that I do in education. He was helping me to put my novel together. He was sort of giving me a regular critique. I mean, the thing is, I know this whole battle with the people who call themselves Islamic State has been going on for ages, and loads of people have been hurt already by that group and all of the retaliation back to them and so on. But when things are close to home, not just geographically, but also the people that you know, that suddenly puts things really into perspective. It sounds silly, but the worst thing I have found about today has been seeing that there are people on social media saying, to quote someone, "The world is getting worse every day." And the thing is, I really, really don't believe that. It can't be. I mean, it was only a few days ago that we were wearing poppies and holding a minute's silence for people who, the huge number of people who gave their lives in some enormously bloody conflicts. And it wasn't like they were the Great War of 1914 is called World War One, but before that we had the 100 Years' War. You know, even Agincourt has been celebrating a 600th year anniversary recently. The world used to be a very violent and very scary place where, you know, even if someone sneezed anywhere near you, it could be like a death sentence. There are places in the world where that is still the case, that's true, and there is still a lot of violence in the world, but the amount is getting smaller, and the number of people who care about these sorts of things and want to do something to change all of that is getting larger. We're also lucky to have a world now where it's easier for people to do that. You know, we have social media for people to connect and help each other and show their support the very next morning after, yesterday's attacks, and we're seeing photos of places all around the world lit up in the red, white and blue tricolour flag. So yeah, the world is a better place. It's just something like this happens. And it reminds you that there are people out there whose worldview is still really scary. They see the world as just black and white. You're either on their side or you're not. And if you're on their side, then you can live. And if you're on the other side, then you don't deserve to live. And that worldview is so strange to people who see other human beings and think of them as other human beings. But you have to believe that the communal force of humanity is going to win in the end, because it always has done. I really believe that, because that is the pattern that history shows, and we have to cling on to that hope that caring for each other keeps us from becoming the monsters that still see there being so much difference between people. You know, if you want proof, just go to any member of the younger generations, any kid in primary school or secondary school, and ask them what is their definition of being good. Is it being nice to everyone? Or is it only being nice to people that you know? Pretty much all of them, I'd be willing to bet, will say being good is being nice to everyone. The organisation, ISIL, they don't believe that. It's crazy. On the one hand, people think that God is this indescribable being who is supreme to all of humanity and beyond mortal comprehension. And then they try and claim that they can understand everything he wants from a single book, and therefore, if there is a God, then whatever religion is describing him, there is one really obvious thing, and that is God is too big for religion. If that's the case, we can have even more hope that the world is going to end up getting even better than it's got so far. You have to step back and look at the wider picture, especially at times like this, because that's the only way you can have any sort of security. People who fought in the world wars, that's what they did. They thought they were fighting for a better future. They could see themselves being part of a bigger story. And if you are one of the billions of people who have shown support for Paris and Lebanon and Nigeria and all of the other places, Syria, that have been going through such terrible, turbulent times recently, the fact that you care means that you are proof of that. You are proof that there is good in the world, and that good is making the world a better place. I have to admit, that feels a little weird. One minute I'm doing a vlog pretending to be Guy Fawkes and talking about inclusivity, and next I'm talking about something like that. At first, I wasn't sure whether this vlog should go up, which is why you didn't see it on Sunday. But because it's now Thankful Thursday, I think it was the best time to, say thank you, because at the end of Sunday, I finally heard from my friend, and he is okay. Both him and his partner, although they were close enough to what happened to hear everything. And it's probably going to be a memory that stays with them for the rest of their life. Of course, it's on my mind that there were still many people hurt, and there are probably going to be some sort of retaliation. But as I said in that vlog just now, and I still stand by it, the world is getting better. People do care more. They really do. Thinking back to the 100 Years' War, there was a time when most of the people in the countries who took part wouldn't know really why it was happening, and there's probably a good chance many of them didn't even know it was happening. The fact that more people today know about what's going on in the world and care about it, and, the social media that went out after the Paris attacks is clear proof of that. There are more people around today who hear about these things, know about them, care about them, and don't want the world to ultimately be like that. The sheer numbers of people who think like that mean that, we completely outnumber those separatist, violent extremists. And that means not only that the world is getting better, but it will continue to get better. We are moving towards peace. Maybe we'll never get there, but as long as we're always moving towards it, I think that is something else that we can really, truly be grateful for. You guys watching this channel are proof of this as well, because regular viewers to this channel will know that whenever you watch one of these videos, be it our funny ones or these vlogs, every penny that YouTube send to us gets directed towards charities investing in the biomedical research of a horrible disease called myalgic encephalomyelitis. And so far, this channel has raised £4.14. That may not sound like a lot, but that is actually 44 pence more than it was last month. Now again, 44 pence doesn't sound like a lot, but that is actually significantly higher than our monthly average just a couple of months ago, which was only 19 pence, which means that more people are watching, more people are caring and sharing, and ultimately more money is going to be raised to fight that horribly debilitating and life-changing and sometimes fatal disease. So I think we can genuinely say, not that things will get better, but that things are getting better right now. Now, in that vlog that I recorded on Saturday, I gave you a quote from a song by Michael Franti, "God is too big for just one religion." And so I think that should be our Gratitune for this week, because in a week where so many people have been using phrases like the onset of World War III, I think it's a brilliant tune for reminding us just how anywhere you go in the world, anybody you meet, we all have some really fundamental things in common, and ultimately we are unifying, we're coming together over all of that. So please do have a listen to the full track, which you can access through our cards on mobile devices or by clicking the link at the end of this video. So finally, thank you for watching. Please do leave us a comment on this video if you've got anything to say about it, or find us on your favourite social media, and remember to share this video around to help us raise a few more views and money to fight ME. In the meantime though, please stay thankful, and salut finalu.
God is too big for just one religion.